Hi, good morning to all. In this part, I'm going to discuss about the KPIs and the BSCs. Now, you see, when we are talking about the key performance indicators and balance scorecards, we will see that yes, there is certain again association between them, and they cannot be understood in isolation with each other. And this has to be understood in terms of the four competence or the four perspectives of the balance scorecards, and we will be understanding it right now. Now, under financial perspective, one should see that total asset holdings. Now, here I'm just going to tell you what all things were involved in each one of them. Under financial component, total asset holdings, profitability of net assets, cash flow, and total expenses that are going to be there for the company are to be pointed out. When we come to the customer, now definitely yes, there would be in terms of the average annual sales volume per customer. We have to chart it out, percent market share and customer satisfaction. So here we can see the blend of economics, number one, number two, the customer demand. So both of them and market, all the three are working together under the customer perspective. Now if I come over to the internal business processes, here we can see it is basically more of the average decision making time, number of properly executed orders, and what was the average time taken in order to complete a particular project from the time the order was placed actually. So we can see here that yes, there are a few things, and internal business processes were being indicated in terms of the time measurement. The last one is the learning growth of perspective, and in this we have seen how the research and development is going to be understood in terms of the monetary funds, that is expenses to the company, average cost of the employee training. Okay, now I have seen again in some of the companies like Dell, Infosys, Convergys, then HP, Compaq, then definitely GE. These companies really spend a lot of money towards the training and development of the individual, and then they understand that yes, what was the cost incurred towards that particular training or development per individual or the employee that is present, and the trust rate of the employees in the company. And then they wanted to see what was the trust that is going to be generated from the side of the employees. Trust here, not only just the trust but even the loyalty. So two things we are able to check it out: the amount, the training and development, number two. Number three, it is the the trust rate or the loyalty that is being checked out here. So that is how the KPIs and the balance scores were together taking care. Now this is a map, I would say, wherein the entire balance scorecard has been explained. Now here you can see the first one is the finances part, that is how we will understand each and every sector right now. Then is the customer, internal business processes, learning and growth. At the top is the vision, which has to be the best one, and on the right hand side we have seen the direction of map development, and on the left hand side it is the cause and effect. So here we can see that learning and growth, it helps in the communication style, number two. Number three, if analyze the skill sets of an individual, then develop people's skills. So this is totally on the skill development of the individual. Now coming over to the internal processes, now the communication plus the training helps in the quality improvement of the performance and end-to-end processes also. So it is basically the performance of the particular individual that we are focusing in the internal process development. Now next, third level is the customer. Now from here the jump is improve supply quality, then there has to be the customer satisfaction, lastly the customer data has to be present. And then when we are talking about the vision, that maximum profits is the vision of the senior management, then growth in the revenue itself, and lastly decrease in the expenses. So this is always checked out whether there are decrease in the expenses or increase in the expenses, and if there is an increase, how to tackle it also. The next one is This is again one more way to understand the entire thing. We have got the four perspectives on one hand, and four perspectives giving us the objectives. Now objectives are being matched towards the KPIs, and if we have got those KPIs, actions definitely take place. So overall it is the performance which is being measured out here, and the entire thing is going to be mapped towards the equality of the mission, vision, and strategies that are being taken care from the side of the senior management. So that is one thing. So next one is we have to understand in terms of the connecting points, whether there are any connecting points between the KPIs, the four perspectives that we are talking about, as well as the business strategies that are present. And here we will see that yes, there are certain connecting points. Number one, first and foremost, if we look into the chart, I have already showcased here that yes, the bigger picture that is being presented out is through the mission, vision, areas, and the elements. So these are the four connecting points, and then we will be checking out what exactly it is going to be present out here. So this is something that I need to proceed further from here, and then we would see that how the strategic elements, especially the vision, the mission, then comes your core values, the strategic focus areas in terms of themes, results, and goals, and the other operational elements, which are the objectives for each and every department, are going to be aligned together with the measures, KPIs, which always keeps a track on the strategic performance, the targets, and the initiatives that we were taken. So these are some of the connecting points that we are able to check it out in terms of the business balance scorecards fully. And this is one more way in which we can understand the entire system for the balance scorecards. Now let us see and analyze it step by step. On the one hand, I have the mission, okay, vision, value, strategic themes, and results. Okay, then I have got strategy map or the objectives in terms of the financial, customer. These are the four perspectives. Now strategic objectives, okay, for each and every department would be continuous improvement activities, which has to be implemented so that the success is always seen. And the second one would be the high level strategy elements, provides the high level context also. The third one is the measures which are used to track the organizational development or the performance from each and every department or the perspective that we have already stated out. And last one is the initiatives which each and every department is going to take towards the completion of those projects or the I should say jobs or the processes that they have designed it. So this is another way of looking at the I should say balance scorecard in terms of the non-profit strategy map. So again, one can look into it from a bigger perspective as to how the customer. Now here we can understand certain companies which are customer centric basically. So for them it is the customer who is much more important, and that's why it has been kept at the first level. And then we are talking in terms of the customer to improve the customer value, and that's why it has been flagged out as the red color. Second is the finances, which gives you the green and yellow, which means that yes, they can be interchanged and a lot of importance has to be taken care. Then comes the internal business processes, wherein improvement is being checked out for each and every business model that is present, and then we are proceeding further for the next level. The next one is the employees and the organizational capacity in terms of the learning and the training part. And now here the entire thing, now if when we join a company or something, we have seen that the first thing that takes place is the training, the development, wherein they really introduce the company through the spirit and integrity, and they give you a lot of details about what are their expectations from each one of the employees and what the employees can do towards the end of the day. So I think I'm going to stop here for a while, and in the next part with more on the balanced scorecard as to why it is a popular one that has been used in to strategize certain things, and why the companies definitely take them over. Till then, thanks. Bye.